We expected, we knew, we said from day one that the plan was to put trucks onto EC Row, and that the plan was to ensure that there was an alternative construction route during the direct construction. I take you back to the meeting that we had on Saturday, January 26, 2008, when the province of Ontario, through Ministers Duncan Pupatello and Deputy Speaker Crozier, convened a meeting with myself and county representatives. And we came out of that meeting and we had indicated to you, save and except for a legal guarantee, there was no guarantee. Notwithstanding that, Minister Bradley issued a letter to us, and in that letter, Minister Bradley basically said that they made it clear that their intent is not to redirect truck traffic from Highway 401 onto EC Row, and made it very clear that they wanted to have a discussion in terms of how they would ensure that would not be the case. That was February 7th, 2008. In a letter received May 7th, 2009, the province of Ontario has a different statement from a different minister. And it basically says that currently truck traffic is allowed on EC Row Expressway. If construction of the DRIC were to commence prior to this project, vehicles may opt to take County Road 19 or 22 to the EC Row Expressway to avoid those roads where construction is taking place, regardless of whether the county road has been upgraded. So basically the minister's saying EC Road's there, trucks are on it, live with it. So there's no surprise here whatsoever. This is just confirming what we said back in February of 2008, when we had indicated that there was real concern that they were trying to speed up the projects so that they can introduce trucks to EC Row via Manning. The most recent information just confirms that. What we said back February 7th, 2008 was that there was serious concern that outside a legal guarantee from the province of Ontario, that a piece of paper and a letter for them saying that that was not their intent really amounted to very little in our eyes. Today we have confirmation that they're basically saying that's the way it is. If we need to put trucks onto EC Row, we're going to put trucks onto EC Row via Manning. Unfortunately, I think they fail to recognize that the EC Row Expressway is the major east-west corridor for this entire region. I think they fail to recognize that imposing truck traffic onto EC Row in its current state would lead to what our engineers have advised us, a full failure of our interchanges at Dougal, at Howard, and at Dominion, certainly a failure of interchange at EC Row and Huron Church Road. Those failures in those interchanges would lead to the closures of certain on and off ramps that would certainly impact east-west traffic that is heading into the city and out of the city. Having said that, all of those concerns seem to have been dismissed by the province of Ontario and by the Minister of the Environment. But we're certain that the members of this community do not want to compete with trucks onto EC Row. And despite the desire for Tecumseh and other county municipalities to introduce trucks to EC Row belongs to the city of Windsor. It belongs to the residents of the city of Windsor. And the residents have told us very clearly, since 2002, for the past 7 years, they do not want international truck traffic on EC Row. So any connection of Manning Road to EC Row vis-a-vis the 401 would have serious impact. It will have deleterious consequence, and the city will be taking steps to ensure that we're not dealing with a closure of those on and off ramps.
So what would some of those measures be?
Well, first of all, I've just received this. We'll be reviewing it. There will be a report to City Council next week, and City Council will be giving direction. But with regards to EC Row, I think most people in this community have spoken very clearly about their desire not to compete with international truck traffic. And those are serious considerations that Council will have to give and then hopefully provide direction.